Ooh, I'm cool and chrome and flashy. Yeah, but I'm comfy. You're old. You're geriatric and old. You're a young buck. Nobody likes you. You're still not a chopper. Well, that's not nice. I mean, why do we have to go there? Biketoberfest is upon us. The end of the rally season. It's at least for us, it's depressing. We love going to motorcycle rallies and seeing our friends and seeing all of you and getting to go on amazing rides and go to concerts and have a good time and act like fools. But today we need to go ahead and get loaded for Biketoberfest 2025. So I made a final decision on what bike I'm going to take. I took my shovel head out yesterday, rode it for about 50 miles, ran fine, no issues. And then I noticed when the lights are on, the voltmeter was slowly going down and even got into the yellow almost to the red. And then the red light sitting still is really when you notice it. So by the way, the FLT, you can turn the lights on and off. It's that old. Like the lights are not on. You have to click at the ignition switch one further on, turn the lights on. When the lights are on, which is headlights, tip lights, running light, tour pack lights, all that sort of stuff, I could see it depleting the battery a bit, which might be normal, might be okay, might not be a thing. But in Daytona, you really need to run with your lights on because cops are hyper aggressive about pulling you over for every stupid thing. And technically the Florida code says that you have to have lights on a motorcycle. You have to have running lights. Maybe okay on that one because it's 45 years old. I don't know. Anyway, I just don't want any trouble. So the Gray Ghost is already at the storage lot. We've already run that one. Now I've come back to get Bill's bike so we can load it. So I'm taking Bill's bike, the Ultra you saw us do in videos, and the Gray Ghost to Biketoberfest. We're going to have a freaking blast. We're staying at the Cackleberry. It's going to be fun. I'm loading today and not leaving for a few days, but that's normally how I do it because when it's time to go, I just want to go.
Very nice.
Yep. Make sure she stands up. I'm leaving it in. I don't care. Started videoing. She sneezed. So she's trapped up there. I have to open that door and let her out. But here they are. So we got Bill's 08 Ultra and my 25 Gray Ghost. And I use 3 straps. This is the way I've done it a long time. I'm not saying this is the only way. And somebody's going to say, you're crazy, blah, blah, blah. But I got Contour, pit stop, trailer stop chocks in the front. Contour. Yeah. Sitting on rubber mats just so they don't scratch up the aluminum on aluminum. I figured that might be a mess. And then above the fender mounts. So below where the suspension is, above the fender mount, down to the D-rings, pulled nice and tight. And that ain't going nowhere. So we have 3 straps per bike. And I'm telling you what, they will not move. I've pulled these to Sturgis and back. I don't know how many times, not these exact bikes, but other bikes, and issue free. So Springers are a little more difficult because you can't really, there's no place to do it safely where you're not going to have some suspension travel, but you're trying to eliminate the bike loosening its straps when you hit a bump. So if you go above that, let's say you go up to the handlebars or the crash bar, whatever. As the bike hits a bump, its suspension's still working and the strap is going looser for those couple seconds. So you can lose a strap, the bike can move, all kinds of stuff. So you want to tie it down from a place that doesn't have suspension if at all possible. So the front forks above the fender mounts and then through the wheel. That's how I do it. Because again, there's no suspension back here involved. This bike can bounce around all at once. It will not affect, where it's strapped down. So, all right, let me close the tailgate and then we'll keep making progress. So you can see we're loaded and ready to go. I got a bunch of LED lights I've installed. The rig is ready to have a good old time for a couple nights in Daytona. Again, for us, last rally of the year. But always a good time. I think that Biketoberfest in a lot of ways is more fun than Bike Week. Again, it's a different crowd. All of my pals are there. And that's, well, not all of them. I don't think Chris is going to make it from Cycle Source. I'm not sure, but that'd be fun to have seen him and Heather. But I don't know what's happening there, if they're going to make it or not. What we're doing. So arriving Wednesday or Thursday, haven't figured it out yet. 2 fun things. Jasmine Kane is playing Dirty Harry's on Main Street a few nights. So go to her website or her Facebook, and her calendar's on there. I'm not sure which night we're going to go. Maybe we'll do an Instagram post or something. We want to go see Jasmine. Another thing, and I'm shocked for this, our favorite Daytona rock band, Montra, is back. They moved to Nashville. I don't know if we said this last year, like, this is their last time in Daytona. You can't miss them. You got to go, because they were moving to Nashville. These are young kids. They're like in their early 20s, and they look like Led Zeppelin in 1970. I mean, like and sound is good too. They cover Creedence, they cover Zeppelin, they cover Pink Floyd. I mean, just a badass band. Young guys that need support. You know, there's not a lot of those guys out there. We got to find them and support them. They are playing Cabbage Patch. All right, there's two places, Cackleberry and Cabbage Patch. They're across the street from each other. Cackleberry's the big campground, big white tent. Actually, they all both have tents. The Cabbage Patch is the old bar across the street. Both were equally awesome. Montra is playing the Cabbage Patch, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Go to their Facebook page also, and I'll put some of this stuff on Facebook as I cement it. But they're playing. We're not going to miss Montra. And then Friday night at the Cackleberry, which is the campground we're staying at, the giant white tent, Shovelhead is playing. Shovelhead is a South Florida institution. They're an amazing band. They cover, you know, Metallica and everything you want to hear. Really, really good stuff. And then some things you don't expect. Like they cover some obscure Kiss songs. The wife and I absolutely love Shovelhead, so we will definitely be at Cackleberry Friday night. Other than that, the probably the best time for us to just be undivided attention, if you want to meet us and hang out and say hi and all that sort of stuff, is at Destination Daytona at Teddy Morse's store. We will be there on Saturday. At noon, we will be at the Fairing Exchange at Paul's place, the place that did Bill's Interfairing, and hanging out there with Chris, rolling through on 2 Sick Wide Glide. You know Chris. He will be there at noon on Saturday as well with me at the Fairing Exchange, or I'll be with him. We're together. Anyway, at noon, the wife's laughing, at noon till 2 at Fairing Exchange at Paul's tent, hanging out there. The wife will be there. Probably the whole crew will be there. Then at 2 o'clock, we're going to Suspension Technologies, to Mike's place. Great freaking dude, because he's going to do the red bike. The last upgrade that'll be done while it's in our possession before it goes back to its new home of Michigan is going to be Suspension Technologies, fork cartridges, rear shocks, all that stuff, and chrome fork legs. We're going to get rid of the last ugly bit of that bike while we're there, and she'll be done, and Bill will take her home. And he'll take it home with this fabulous little addition the wife put on from our Temu video that you'll see in a few days. That's very special. I got to say, I did an all right job bringing that paint back. She's shining. And of course, last but not least, we have the Jackery. So this is that 3600 I talked about in the last video. That's a big mama. It'll power, got a 30 amp outlet on it, so you can plug it into your house and use it as backup. You can use it as a UPS. I love it because I'm going to use it in case power goes out where I am. I've mentioned before, I've stayed at several campgrounds where the power just goes out and then we don't get it back. So at least this way we can, you see you got 4 USBs, 4 AC outlets, and a 30 amp. It has an app so you can monitor its sort of state of charge and all that sort of stuff. You can charge your phone, and I can plug my CPAP in. So that thing is freaking awesome. And of course, you can also charge it with solar panels. So not too heavy. It's got a handle there that pulls out. It's got wheels. I have the solar panels at home to charge it with. It's really, really slick. It's made to run your fridge for like 2 to 3 days if you had to use it as a home backup. So of course, if we ever have serious power problems here in South Florida, I can always come grab this out of the rig, take it home, and use it at home. But really, really appreciative for that Jackery. So I'll put a link down below. There's some really good deals still on these things. And I checked for myself, even though they gave me this, so I'm really appreciative, but there is a tax credit. They sent me a link, and I went down the rabbit hole a little bit on it. And because it has the solar panels, if you buy the one that has the solar panels, you can get a rather decent percentage back in a tax credit. So check that out, because you know you can get some of this back if you buy one. And another thing, the life of these things, they've gotten to where they're going to last a lot longer. They've gotten a lot lighter, all that sort of stuff. So this one's expected to have like many, many, many thousands of recharge cycles and also a 10-year life. So yeah, they're an investment, but you're going to own it a decade. So this one's going to live in the rig from now on. So thanks again. So you're going to be right off camera. Your reflection's in the microwave. She doesn't want to be on camera because she's a hot, sweaty mess. Look at that angelic reflection in the microwave. Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
Yes.
The magic happens up there.
Oh, be quiet.
So, this will be us a few days in Daytona. In a few days. Frickin' I really hope we see y'all. Come hang out, man. If you see this rig and we're sitting outside, the lights are on, all that sort of stuff in the campground, come on up, say hi. Don't. We've had people who have messaged, I saw y'all there, but I don't want to bother you. Friggin' bother us. Come up. Probably there's a bottle of Fireball with your name on it. Come hang out for a little bit. But you'll see us. If the lights are off and stuff,
shut up.
You may not want to knock, but I'm just saying, if we're sitting outside with the lights on, come hang out. But I mean, seriously. And then again, Shovelhead Friday night at Cackleberry, we will be there for that. And then seeing Montra, probably Thursday night to see Montra, and then Jasmine maybe Saturday night on Main Street. So we'll figure that out. But Dirty Harry's for Jasmine, Montra at Cabbage Patch, and Shovelhead at Cackleberry. And then don't miss coming to see us at Paul's on Saturday. I'm rehashing old stuff. But anyway, love you all to death. Take care, each other. We'll talk real soon. Bye.